Hi friends, welcome to the Heart Inside You channel, a place where amazing stories, rare facts, and unusual destinies come to life. Two guardians of ancient Rome, two descendants of warriors who once fought side by side with legionnaires. They are the heirs of ancient Roman war dogs who made their way from gladiatorial arenas to the sunny pastures of Italy. From herding livestock to guarding luxurious villas, still loyal bodyguards ready to protect their own to the very last breath. Both dogs are two halves of one story that stretches from the depths of centuries. A steel gaze, controlled strength, unconditional loyalty. This is the Cane Corso, and beside him, his brother, a stern giant, as if carved from stone, the Neapolitan Mastiff. Today, we will tell you about two legends, descendants of the war dogs of Rome, in whose hearts the spirit of the empire still lives. Origin and history. Back in the days of the Roman Empire, there were massive war dogs, Canis pugnax, used by warriors both in the arena and in battle. From these ancient Molossian dogs originate the two breeds, the Neapolitan Mastiff and the Cane Corso. Battle with a lion, a scorching day. The sun stands above the Colosseum, the crowd roars. The emperor watches from his throne, the gates open, and a lion strides out, eyes blazing. From the opposite side, the war dogs of Rome. The sand trembles beneath their paws. They know no fear. They rush towards the beast. Imagine it, the lion attacks. One dog dodges, another bites from the side, the third grips its paws. The crowd screams. Awe and terror merge into a single roar. Such fights were described by the poet Martial in his book On the Spectacles. War dogs in the Roman army. In Roman legions, there were entire units of large battle dogs, descendants of Molossians from Greece. They marched beside soldiers, guarded camps, carried out reconnaissance, and even took part in assaults. Wearing spiked collars and light armor, these dogs would storm enemy ranks, knocking down horses and spreading panic among the troops. During the Sardinian campaign, dogs with a keen scent were used to track enemies hiding in the mountains. Often, these dogs decided the outcome of battles. After the fall of Rome, the paths of the two breeds diverged. The Neapolitan Mastiff remained in southern Italy, near Naples. There, among estates and old farms, it was bred as a guard dog, massive, wrinkled, and intimidating in appearance. The Mastiff's role was not to attack first, but to repel intruders simply by its presence. The Cane Corso, on the other hand, spread across northern Italy. It became a farmer's, shepherd's, and hunter's helper, more agile, athletic, and versatile than its Neapolitan cousin. In the 20th century, the Cane Corso nearly disappeared due to the decline of agriculture. But in the 1970s, enthusiasts began to restore the breed, searching for surviving dogs in southern Italy. Meanwhile, the Neapolitan Mastiff was preserved as a guard and protector, and later received official recognition and breed standards that cemented its ancient appearance. Let's take a look at two Italian breeds, close in origin, yet very different in appearance, the Cane Corso and the Neapolitan Mastiff. Outwardly, the Cane Corso is a Moloss-type dog, lean, muscular, and elegant. Its head is large, but proportionate to the body. The eyes are set straight and reflect focus. The Corso's gaze is often perceived as assessing and deeply attentive. They usually reach up to 28 inches in height, with a weight of up to 110 pounds, perfectly balanced with their frame. The Cane Corso comes in black, grey, fawn, and reddish shades. A brindle pattern is also common. Its coat is so dense and tight that it's almost waterproof. The Neapolitan Mastiff, however, is a completely different image. Massive, with rich folds of skin and a somber expression. Its neck, and head appear heavy, and the skin gathers in deep wrinkles, giving it a world-weary or even ancient, formidable look. The Mastiff stands up to 30 inches tall and can weigh up to 150 pounds, making it generally larger and heavier than the Corso. The Neapolitan Mastiff's palate is deeper and more saturated, grey or bluish, black, fawn, or sand. Due to its thick, folded skin and short coat, its colours appear velvety and powerful, emphasising the dog's imposing presence. The Cane Corso lives on average 10 to 12 years, while the Mastiff's lifespan is slightly shorter, about 9 to 10 years, which is typical for large breeds. Both are prone to joint issues and certain genetic conditions, so responsible breeding and veterinary care are crucial. Friends, you've probably noticed that in some parts of the video, we show illustrations of dogs. In fact, these drawings were created by the video's author. Each illustration is made in vector format, just as you see on the screen. The author's portfolio includes over 500 dog breeds and 100 breeds of cats and other animals. These works are used for prints, advertising, and various projects. Would you like to explore them closer or get something for yourself? Check out the links in the description, and if you don't see the breed you're looking for, leave a comment or write to the author's email and we'll be sure to add it. Character, guardians and protectors with history. The Cane Corso and the Neapolitan Mastiff are two breeds with a powerful guarding instinct, created to protect both family and territory. The Cane Corso is a natural protector. It instinctively takes care of every member of the family, including pets, without the need for special training. The Neapolitan Mastiff, although not a service breed, also shows vigilance towards strangers and excels at guarding. When meeting strangers, their differences are noticeable. The Cane Corso reacts calmly, instinctively placing itself between its owner and a potential threat, without showing aggression without cause. The Mastiff is more cautious. It watches, evaluates, and only relaxes once it's sure the situation is safe. The Corso acts faster and with more energy, while the Mastiff relies on its size and composure. Within the family, both breeds show gentleness and devotion. The Cane Corso is patient with children and sociable, while the Mastiff is more reserved, but deeply attached to loved ones. Neither breed tends to be jealous. They see all family members as part of their pack. Socialization and training are essential. The Corso adapts well to living with other animals, especially if raised together, but may show dominance outside. The Mastiff requires early socialization and consistent, calm leadership. The Corso responds better to clear commands, while the Mastiff prefers a steady, confident tone without irritation. Both breeds have strong memory and sensitivity to signals. Unfortunately, some irresponsible owners use this to harm others. A subtle cue, a word said casually, or a light tap on the dog's side can become a command to attack. Both the Corso and the Mastiff can act on such signals if trained that way. In guarding, both command respect through power and presence. The Cane Corso is known for its strong grip and courage, often used by Italian police. The Mastiff relies on intimidation and sheer mass, rarely engaging in pursuit. The Corso's bite strength is among the highest in the canine world, while the Mastiff's power shows more in pressure and endurance. Despite restrictions in some countries, with proper upbringing, both breeds become reliable and controllable protectors. What unites them is loyalty, patience, and readiness to defend the family. While their difference lies in style, the Corso, active and decisive, the Mastiff, thoughtful and stoic. Interesting facts. The name Cane Corso is not related to the island of Corsica. The word corso comes from the Latin cohors, meaning guardian or protector. Thus, Cane Corso can be translated as guardian dog or protector dog. The lineage of the modern Cane Corso and Neapolitan Mastiff can be traced back to the ancient world. On the reliefs of the column of Marcus Aurelius, 2nd century AD, soldiers are depicted alongside large dogs. In Pompeii, mosaics and frescoes show dogs guarding homes and accompanying hunters. Terracotta figures from the 2nd millennium BC and Roman copies of Hellenistic sculptures from the 3rd century BC show the strength and massiveness of their ancestors. In later centuries, engravings by Bartolomeo Pinelli captured the form and guarding role of these dogs, immortalizing the Cane Corso and Mastino as symbols of loyalty and protection. The Cane Corso appeared in the cult series Game of Thrones, where the dogs were used to create a menacing image of the villains. In the Harry Potter films, Hagrid's dog, Fang, was portrayed by a Neapolitan Mastiff, although in the books, Fang was described as a dog resembling a Great Dane, a large hunting dog. Since the moment humans first tamed dogs, they've sought not only helpers, but true companions. Breeds that once thrived on combat, hunting, or herding have gradually evolved, their value shifted from strength to composure, from fury to devotion. Thus emerged dogs capable of living alongside people and their families to guard, understand, and love. Today, these dogs protect private homes and estates, showing unwavering loyalty and alertness. At the same time, they remain devoted family companions, balancing duty and home and actively participating in dog shows. Beyond guarding, both breeds have an excellent sense of smell and can be used in search and rescue missions, especially effective in locating people trapped under rubble after natural disasters, thanks to their physical power, endurance, and determination. In rural areas, the Cane Corso and Neapolitan Mastiff are traditionally used to protect livestock. Their presence deters predators, prevents attacks, maintaining safety and order on farms, while helping owners keep their property secure. These dogs are a living memory of ancient Rome. If you are lucky enough to call one your friend, know that you are touching history itself. It's like being beside a living monument where every glance holds centuries of wisdom and every movement carries the breath of history. Our channel is, above all, about humanity and kindness. If you ever see an animal in need, help it. Goodness always comes back. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the Heart Inside You channel. Give it a like and share it with your friends. Which breed would you like to see in the next video? Write your suggestions in the comments. Thank you for being with us, and see you next time.